Alright, I am testing the reproducer for a machine known as the Pixi Grippa. The Pixi Grippa was a small, ultra-compact phonograph in the same category as the Peter Pan. That is not yet ready to be tested, but the reproducer has just been rebuilt. I have attached an exhibition isolator to the back of it, which actually fit, and I've connected it to the HMV 101. This is actually the French 101. To test it, the Pixi Grippa has a very tiny horn area, so it really doesn't give that good of a sound. No compact phonograph really does. It's not what they're made for. They're more novelty than anything else. But this is a surprisingly large and well-made reproducer for that size of machine. It's pot metal, and there is some slight warpage of the top cover, but not enough to cause any air leaks. Everything came right apart, went right back together again. Very simple design, two tubular rubber gaskets, exactly the same ones used by the exhibition, the Victrola exhibition rather, and simple needle bar, two springs, screwed on springs, a mica diaphragm that's about as large as the one, maybe slightly larger than the one in the Victrola 4, and it has an unusual extra horn added to the back of it to give it slightly more volume. I guess the Pixi does need that. I don't think the 101 does, but this should give a pretty good test of this particular reproducer. Let's hear how it sounds on the 101. First, Last, and Always by Garber Davis Orchestra. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That actually sounds pretty much as good as the number 4 does on this machine. Let's have a closer look at it. You can see this little horn actually comes off of there. There we go. Detaches. It's just a simple tin horn. This is the original from the Pixi. And that's all there really is to it. It's a very simple design. It's a two-piece body. You have the needle bar, the diaphragm, and the gaskets, and that's really it. And of course, this gasket does not go on there. This attaches directly to the tone arm on the Pixi Grippa with no isolator at all. So it probably sounds a lot better on this machine than it ever will on the Pixi. Kind of tempted to leave it on there, but that's not going to work because the Pixi is an expensive and rare machine, and I would want this reproducer to stay with it. But that sounds very well. That sounds very nice. Considering I don't usually expect a lot from pot metal reproducers, you can see it's starting to warp a little bit there in the cover. But the rubber tube gaskets in there fill up the space very nicely, compress well, and they seal up the air leaks. Plus, I put clear nail polish on all these areas around here to seal it up nicely and to hopefully prevent it from cracking anymore or swelling anymore. But there we go. That's the Pixi Grippa's reproducer test. A success, I think. And I will be working on that machine, and it will show up in a future video.